He's back. Now what?
Topic time! It's topic time.
And welcome back to Comic Frontline, everybody. I am Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzo Goose, back with another edition of Topic Time. And this topic is An X-Men Returns. Now what? What are you going to do with that? And what I'm referring to is the end of Extermination issue number 5, the final issue of the miniseries of the event that came out this week. So, spoiler alert. If you have not read Extermination yet, you'll want to come back to this video later after you watch it, because I am going to spoil something major that happened at the end, but I'll try to not give away too much, and I'll try to wait until towards the end to kind of give that reveal. So in Extermination, we know like the whole premise is that the past X-Men, the displaced X-Men, have caused time to kind of get really messed up. And Ahab is back, and we've already seen casualties. Cable has died, and at the end of last issue, it appeared that young Cyclops had died. And with a lot of speculation, this is a minor spoiler, but it like happens on the very first page. We learn, as many of us already kind of figured, that was Mimic and not Cyclops. So young Cyclops is still alive and well. So the question is, what happens with these young X-Men now? Are they going to continue? Do they actually need to go back? And by the end of this issue, we learn that they do in fact need to go back to their regular time and basically have their memories wiped. So that's what happens. They go back. The past X-Men are finally gone. They're back into their normal continuity, and they don't remember everything that happened, but at the same time they still have these memories that at the right point those will come flooding back to them. That was the whole purpose of this thing, because the two twins that Ahab had, Maxim and Manon, I think is his name, or Manon, they taught Jean Grey how to unlock their memories at will. So the idea was to erase their minds, but have those memories unlocked in the present day, so that all the current X-Men, all the current versions of them, would remember what happened and know how to defeat them and everything. So that's kind of what happens in this issue. The result of all of this, though, brought about a very interesting thing, because obviously now, even though that they had all their memories erased, everything that happened with time and all the anomalies that took place, apparently it made way for someone to come back, an X-Man that had been gone for a while, that had been presumed dead. And this is where the spoiler comes in. If you haven't figured it out by now, by the end of this issue, at the very end, Cable is there, young Cable, with his father, Cyclops. Present day Cyclops is back, and he's about to be reintroduced into the X-Men. So that begs the question, what happens when Cyclops comes back? Because we know the history, we know what's happened, we know that there's still a lot of ill will from everything that he did and everything he was involved with. But we have to wonder now, with the original X-Men going back, the time fixed, what does that mean? Because when Cyclops went bad, the original X-Men came in to try to fix that. So with young Cyclops now having these memories, and these memories unlocked in present day Cyclops at some point, does that change our history at all? Does it change what happened with Cyclops, or does it change at least his outlook on it? What are the repercussions here? What's going to happen? Is he going to be welcomed back with open arms? It seems like that thing that we see in Runaways with Alex trying to integrate himself back in the group, and half of them are like trying to welcome him back, and half of them are like, no, you try to kill us. And I think it's going to be the same kind of thing with Cyclops. But again, does this change history? Does all this stuff that happened with Extermination and with the past X-Men going back and trying to fix the timeline and everything, what does that do? Where do you go from here with Cyclops? The X-Men have moved past what they were. Kitty Pryde is in charge. Jean Grey is kind of doing her own thing. She's moved on. So how does Cyclops fit into the current version of the X-Men, and what impact will that have? What impact is it going to have on Havoc, who has kind of been ousted by the X-Men as well. So many questions. What's going to happen with Emma? You got Emma and Jean now. What's going to go on there? When Wolverine finally, comes back into the fold, what's that going to do? Because obviously those two never liked each other even when they were friends. So there's so many implications here, so many things that could happen. But what kind of story do you tell with Cyclops? And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Are you excited by the return of Cyclops, present day Cyclops? Are you kind of wary? Do you want them to have changed history so that some of that bad stuff he didn't happen? Or do you want them to keep this intact and kind of move forward from there? What do you want to see? What kind of stories you want to be told with Cyclops? How does he integrate into the X-Men? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, check out all the other Topic Time videos and all the other content we have on this channel. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you get updates when new content goes up on the channel. And like this video if you enjoyed it. And also check us out on Tuesday nights for Frontline Live. We're taking these 2 weeks off, but we'll be back in 2019 as usual every single Tuesday with the live show. Zone 4 this Friday. We're talking Klaus and the Crying Snowman and some other stuff. Just Jay's birthday. We're going to celebrate that, and it's the final episode of Zone 4 of the year as well. So definitely tune in. All kinds of content, Media Madness, all that stuff. For me, you can follow me on my channel at Brant Fowler and on Twitter and Facebook at Brant Fowler, at Last Number Press on Instagram, lastnumberpress.com, zone4podcast.com, and commentfrontline.com. And until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Topic time! It's topic time!